My name is Alison Royer. I am a man with a name that most Americans would consider to be a female name, but in the Caribbean, that is not the case. I was born on the island of Dominica, which is located between the islands of Guadeloupe and Martinique, and is often confused with the Dominican Republic. My parents were both educators and met at a teacher's workshop. As the famous African proverb goes, it takes a village to raise a child. In Dominica, that's just the way it was. School days were the happiest days. We had 2 hours of work and 15 minutes of recess in the morning, and the same thing in the afternoon, with a 90-minute break for lunch. We did not get lunch at school. We had 90 minutes to walk home, have lunch, and then walk back to class. Later, I moved to St. Croix, a smaller island north of Dominica that is part of the United States. There was a minor difference in the culture, but major difference in how kids treated you after learning where you were from. It was a very difficult time in my life. I got involved with the local church, and before I knew it, I was having the time of my life again. I learned many things during that period in my life, like how to run a television studio, talk to girls, and drive a bus and a manual transmission vehicle. Before I knew it, I had graduated from high school and was off to college. 2 weeks before graduation, I had one of those "what's next" conversations with my mother. She asked what my plan was, and I said I planned to chill for a year before making a major decision about my future. To that, she responded, "Where are you going to chill? 'Cause it's not going to be here." Meaning I needed to make a decision sooner rather than later. A few weeks after my graduation, I was starting my first semester in Atlanta. Georgia was a major shock to my system. The cultural shock was the least of it. For me, the most notable difference was the weather. It had never occurred to me that the wind could be hot air. For me, hot air was just a saying we used when we wanted to say someone was talking just to be talking. Now my life is in Atlanta. I went to Atlanta with the intention of getting my degree and going back home. But 1 month before my college graduation, a hurricane damaged the island so badly that my mother suggested that I stay in Atlanta. Her exact words were, "Everyone is trying to leave St. Croix. Why would you come back?" By the time I graduated from college, I had found a girl. The short version is that we have 3 beautiful children and 1 grandchild, and I'm working at a really large company that allows me to travel to different parts of the world to work on very important projects. I'm very happy I decided to come to the United States, and I'm very grateful to all the people that helped me along the way.